What up, Raff Leaders? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're back on the train line development project here at Lamaha Street. We want to see what happened since the last time I was here. Remember the last time I was here, it seemed as if they were building an extension to this parking lot and walkway. Since then, they've completed this bridge over the canal, and we want to see what happened to the road, the paving of the road that they were building. So this is the canal on one side of the embankment. There's still sand here, which means that they're probably still gonna complete this project even though nobody is in sight and no heavy machinery is in sight. But they've completed the paving of these two halves of the road. But there's something interesting going on. It seems as if this is not going to be connected. It's probably going to be a parking lot. I thought eventually they were going to connect it to Lamaha Street on that side, like with a bridge or something. But it seems as if what they're doing is just building another parking lot. So this is what has happened since then. They've paved, they've laid asphalt onto the surface of the road, right, the surface of the train line, but it isn't going all the way out to Sheriff Street like I predicted, although that's to be seen. They're still widening the road out to Sheriff Street, but so far they've completed this section where they've laid asphalt onto one side, that is the eastern carriageway, and they've completed a portion of the west side. So when I was in this neck of the woods, I was assuming, or had assumed, that they were going to build a 4-lane highway connecting the train line road, because the government plans to widen the train line road. And so my prediction is that this is what the train line road would look like once it's completed, and they've just started at this end and will in fact extend it all the way up the east coast. But it seems as if they have stopped at this point. This is the end of the asphalt on one side, but they have continued. All right, so I thought that they were going to clear all of this debris and garbage on the west side of this road, but in fact what they've done is they've completed the surface. They've completed the surface of the east side. Right, this is the east side of the train line, and they have these lamp posts which are now installed and completed. I think they're lighted. They have these lamp posts dividing the east side and the west side, but they've stopped building the west side of this dual carriageway. And so now what you have is half of this train line road that is completed all the way to the Lamaha Street embankment. And so it's not clear that they are completing the other side. Alright, so right now we're in Kitty. On one side, that is on the east side of this train line, is Campbellville, and on the west side and the north side is Kitty. And this is what we have. So basically they had a concrete surface up to this point and then they laid asphalt. So it's not clear to me what they plan to do. It seems as if they're going to have to unite the two surfaces, not in other words make the whole thing asphalt. They're going to have to level off a portion of the road because it dips there. It's not smooth, and this section has already been was actually built a few years ago. So this is a concrete surface that goes for a few blocks, I think, to Lamaha Street, where it becomes Middleton Street again. Or I think it goes as far as Sandy Bab Street. Yeah, Sandy Bab Street. So, but this is a train line road. It continues all the way out to Sheriff Street. Once you get past Sandy Bab Street and Reunite Reforms, I think. There's a section that's missing between Sandy Bab Street and Lamaha Street, but it becomes again a surface on which you can drive beyond Lamaha Street. So it seems as if this road is being completed, but it's not clear to me what the schedule is because there are no more earth moving machinery and no workmen working on this project. But it's one of those projects that is in the works in progress. And remember, the goal, stated goal, according to the government, is to widen the train line road. And my assumption was that they were going to widen it all the way to Lamaha Street by building a dual, that's a 4-lane highway all the way up the east coast, starting here at Lamaha Street and the train line intersection. So this is what's happening here, guys. This is just a short, brief update on Train Line Road. As you can see, the distance is completed is probably about 400 meters, about a quarter mile. But they haven't built the other side. The other side of this train line has not yet been cleared and prepared for the road. So this is Sandy Bab Street and Campbell Avenue. Right, it becomes Campbell Avenue once you get past Middleton Street. Middleton Street eventually becomes Lamaha Street again. So this is Sandy Bab, and further east on Sandy Bab is Campbell Avenue. West on Sandy Bab, that's Sandy Bab becomes Thomas Lands or Thomas Road once you go past Camp Ayangana. So that's it, guys. Just wanted to give you a brief update on what's happening here with this train line road. Like I said, there is definitely the intention to widen the train line, but this section, alright, the section ending at Sandy Bab Street and continuing past this Middleton Street, Lamaha Street intersection, that section over there has not yet been paved, and as the train line continues east of Lamaha Street, this is Lamaha Street, they've actually done some work to smooth the train line out, so you can see that there are some cows actually resting on the part of the road that has been widened. So there's a line, you can see a line of lamp posts on the west side and they've widened the road. This used to be a very narrow street on which I'm walking. Right, this used to be quite narrow, so they've widened it, but they have not yet paved it, covered it with asphalt. That's what's up, guys. I'll bring you more developments on this section of the train line road once they've started working on it again, and once they've completed the paving. See if in fact what I predicted will come true. That is that they will build a 4-lane highway all the way out to Sheriff Street to connect to the train line, and widen the train line in a similar fashion. But clearly they're not working on it right now, and therefore I don't know what the schedule is. I don't know when it's going to be complete. But that's what's up, guys. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in Georgetown, Guyana. Later.